From Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, today it's the final game of this three-game series as the Philadelphia Phillies try to win their series here on the road when they take on the St. Louis Cardinals. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a Wednesday and a hot one at that for baseball here in the Gateway City. Scott Fransky with you alongside Kevin Stocker. Dodie Rallman is our engineer with us in the booth today as the Phillies try to bounce back after a shutout loss last night, 2-0 at the hands of the Cardinals, and they will send right-hander Zach Wheeler to the mound today. Zach Wheeler going to the mound for the fifth time this year following a Phillies loss, and he is unbeaten in those four previous outings so far. He'll be matched up against Kyle Leahy, who is a former reliever now in the rotation for the Cardinals. He's been pitching very, very well lately. 8-4 record of 3.45 earned run average for Leahy. The Cardinals winning last night 2-0 to get back to 500. The Phillies, meanwhile, with their loss at 64-57, they're now tied with both the Diamondbacks and the surging San Diego Padres for the final two wild card spots in the National League playoff race. Phillies and the Cardinals, the lineup card exchange about to happen at home plate. We'll get to the starting lineups in the first pitch of today's ballgame. It's game number 100.
The rookie Lara, what a catch.
Herrera on the run. He dives. What a way to end it.
Diving, dazzling.
He bunts. How about that? Toward first. Diving play made by Alec Bohm. What a way.
Latra caught by Bregman.
Loving the leather.
Here's Neto in the hole. Long throw across. He got him. What a play.
An incredible play. The game is on this throw. And he wowed him. Nathan Lucas with a missile.
Lara's on the run. He leaps.
Oh, my goodness.
Cole Young, diving slide to his left. What a play by Cole Young. The kid has been fabulous.
That's hit hard on a hop. The shortstop Wilson, from the seat of his pants, he makes a phenomenal play.
Pincher's throw to the plate.
Got him. He got a hose out there, right? How about it?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Arrives. Bryson Stott at third base will bat fifth. Batting sixth, the left fielder is Brandon Marsh. JT Realmuto will do the catching and bat seventh. Batting eighth at first base, Alec Bohm. And Justin Crawford in the ninth spot. He'll be in center field. So again for the Phils, it's Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Arise, Stott, Marsh, Realmuto, Bohm, and Crawford. And on the mound today for the Phillies is 36-year-old right-hander Zach Wheeler. Here's the lineup that he faces for the Cardinals today. J.J. Weatherholt again leads off. He'll play second base. Batting second, the DH is Ivan Herrera. Alec Burleson at first base bats third, and batting cleanup, the right fielder is Jordan Walker. Nathan Church will be in center field. He'll bat fifth. Batting sixth, the shortstop is Ryan Wynn. Cesar Prieto at third base will bat seventh. Batting eighth, the left fielder is Jose Fermin. And Jimmy Crooks doing the catching, he'll bat ninth. So again, Weatherholt, Herrera, Burleson, Walker, Church, Wynn, Prieto, Fermin, and Crooks. And on the mound today for the Redbirds, it's 29-year-old right-hander Kyle Leahy, who makes his 23rd start of the season. Kyle Schwarber is in the batter's box ready to face him, and we are ready to go on this warm Wednesday afternoon. First pitch is on the way, and it's pulled foul on the first base side. And we're underway right on time at 1:15. We had a second to spare.
You didn't think they were going to get there.
I didn't.
Nailed it.
They're right on time.
Yep.
Leahy into his windup, and the 0-1 pitch. Schwarber takes. That's up high. Kyle 3 for 6 with 3 walks. He's been on base a lot in this series. That has not been the primary problem for the Phillies. Getting guys on has been a regular thing of late, the 1-1. And it's down low. But getting them in, it's up and down, I guess.
It's a work in progress. Yeah, work in progress. But how many months in now are we? Still working on it.
This month, in 11 games, the Phillies have left 90 runners on base. Here's the windup by Leahy in the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul out of play on the first base side. And the count goes to 2-2. 3.45 ERA for Leahy, who's given up more hits than innings pitched. They play Schwarber to pull on the infield. The pitch is taken outside, and that'll run the count full. It's 3-2. Turner and then Harper to follow here in the first inning. Dan Iasonia, the crew chief, has the plate today. DJ Rayburn at first, Louis Krupa at second, and Adam Beck at third. Payoff pitch on the way, and that is a called third strike. And no argument from Schwarber, who was fooled there. It's a strikeout to start the game.
Except the starting pitcher scouting report, that was a changeup right there. It's 6 pitches, 4 seam and sink. Those are the hard stuff, and he has 4 secondaries that he'll throw. Lots of spin, curveball, slider, and sweeper. And he's one of those guys that kind of has good stuff. He can get some strikeouts, but he tends to have a lot of chaos throughout a series of a game. This is brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
And the first pitch to Trey Turner, missing for a ball. 1-0 the count. Overcast skies, which might help the guys on the field a little bit. They list the game time temperature as 94 degrees, the pitch. And that's a little bit low, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Turner did not play in Monday's series opener. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2-0 slider. Here's the windup and the 2-1. And that's up and in. Spins him off the plate. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike.
Saw that. Was it yesterday's game? They were coming up and in early.
Yeah.
When he played, yeah, trying to get Trey. And he'll go after the ball's away, so you come up and in, get him on his heels.
3-1 pitch, and a swing and a miss. And it's now full 3-2. So both hitters take the count full against Kyle Leahy. He's into his windup and his 3-2 pitch on the way. It's swung on, hit in the air to right field. Walker broke back, now stops and waits and makes the catch. Turner has flied out for the second out, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. A lot of talk about Bryce the last 48 hours and his knee, which Don Mattingly said early in the week was banged up after fouling a ball off his knee before the All-Star break. Harper said it happened sliding into second base in Detroit. Here's the first pitch to Harper, and it's outside. Harper, who hit into 2 of the 4 double plays last night that the Phillies hit into. And the Cardinals turn a bunch. They're the best in baseball at that. 1-0. And that's outside.
So you're saying that this little tweak that he has was in Detroit before the All-Star game. So somebody
sliding into second base.
Could have really used a few days off.
Seems that way. The 2-0 pitch. And that's a called strike. Obviously came back after the break, was playing first base, and said it might have been just exasperated a little bit moving into right field and the workload that comes with that. 2-1 offer, and that's down and in, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Two gone in the first, in front of a few thousand people here today. The next pitch is in for a strike, and all of the hitters take the count full here in the first inning. It is sparsely populated in the seats here today at Busch Stadium.
It's hard to tell the Philly fans from the Cardinal fans.
Here's the windup, the 3-2. And that one is a called third strike inside corner. Harper is going to challenge. He thought it was ball 4, and he is not correct. It's going to be confirmed, and the Phillies are going to lose a first inning challenge.
And that challenge, that's the first challenge of the game. That's brought to you by Gusto. Hire, pay, and grow your team with Gusto.
Way to go. It is confirmed. It's a strike. And that is a strikeout. So 2 punch outs in the first. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score.
When you see this in your kitchen.
The stainless steel fridge is covered in fingerprints.
You
Two strikes on Hunter. This ball hit deep left field. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. It's a 1-run game. Second deck for Hunter Goodman. His first of the year. That thing went 435 feet.
And you get the future Hall of Famer, and for Hunter Goodman, last year's Silver Slugger, the National League as a catcher, just a rolling curveball. Hang it, Hunter Goodman's gonna destroy it.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Going to the bottom of the first, no score. Zach Wheeler takes the mound. As Wheeler, after a 1-2-3 top of the first, we'll see what he can do here in the bottom of the first on this warm Wednesday. First pitch on the way to Weatherholt, and it's up and away for ball 1. Weatherholt batting .244 with 16 home runs. There's the windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Weatherholt, who was born in Maryland but grew up in Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh in Mars, PA. He's from Mars. Here's the windup and the 1-1. And that's a fastball that JT thought was a strike. Dan Iasonia did not, and JT is going to challenge. Phillies just burned one of their challenges. JT is going to see if he can get that one overturned, and he does. That's very clearly a strike. Goodness.
Well, Phillies are last in challenges, believe it or not. Not succeeding, but just actual challenges.
Here's the windup by Wheeler and the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Weatherholt could not hold up. On the breaking ball from Wheeler, there's his first strikeout of the day.
Intercept the starting pitcher scouting report on Wheeler. 10-3, 2.69 ERA. He's been feeling great. He's going to roll out 6 pitches. The 4-seam sink and cut. That's the hard stuff. Split, sweeper, and curveball, the secondaries. He's been working around a bit of lost command. lot of that is at the top of the zone. It's been elusive for him. Typically, he wears out the top of that strike zone right at the bar. It's been a little bit all over the place. See if he can lock it in today. It's brought to you by SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together.
5 walks in 5 1/3 innings his last time out against Toronto. And the first pitch to Ivan Herrera is swung on and fouled out of play. The most walks he had ever issued while wearing a Phillies uniform. Not his career high, but his most as a Philly. Certainly not accustomed to seeing something like that from Wheeler, the 0-1. And that's in tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. You had to go back 6 total starts combined to count up the previous 5 walks that he had issued. Here's the windup in the 1-1. And that one is down and in. There was the pitching rubber kerfuffle to deal with during the course of that start, which we talked to Don Mattingly about. He said he thinks it'll be a non-issue moving forward. The 2-1 pitch. And that is fought off foul on the first base side. It's the front of the Cardinal dugout over there on the first base side. Don Mattingly did say, you know, it's possible if we make the playoffs and you get to that point where the eyes increase, the magnitude of everything increases. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Herrera thought maybe he fouled that, and Dan Iasonia says, no, it's a strikeout. Once you get to that point, maybe there'd be somebody applying a little gamesmanship at that point with regard to the rubber.
Well, you got to follow the rules.
Well, certainly. Which the Phillies contend that he is following the rules. 2 gone. Here's Burleson. And the pitch. He swings and rips it foul, first base side. Burleson, against the righty, moves up back to the number 3 spot in the batting order. 285 hitter with 19 home runs this season. Outfield shades him the other way as Crawford, the center fielder, over to left center. Pitch, swing and a miss. Marsh in left. In right field, it's Bryce Harper. On the infield, it's Stott, Turner, Arise, and Bohm, third to first. And JT catches the day game for Wheeler after the night game last night, the 0-2 pitch. And that's up high. Kyle Leahy, who took the count full on every single hitter in the first, but still had a 1-2-3 inning with 2 strikeouts. Wheeler with a windup. Here's the pitch to Burleson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wheeler strikes out the side. And a little more efficient start for Wheeler than for Leahy, but either way, we go to the second scoreless.
Hey, it's Kathy Romano. You know that feeling when something breaks at home and you're not sure who to call? Oliver.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude?
My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
If I went 5 for 5, I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
What is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
We go to the second, no score. Each team going 1-2-3 in their half of the first. Luis Arise leads off the second. And the first pitch to him, he takes, and that's wide for a ball. 1-0 the count. Leahy, a former reliever in his first year as a starter. And his pitch to Arise, he takes. Looked like he was taking all the way. Takes a look at a strike. 1-1. Luis Arise trying to get out of this offer that is now stretched to 0 for 15. It's dropped his average to 314. The 1-1 swung on, line towards left field. It's sinking, but coming on and making the catch is Fermin. And it's now 0 for his last 16 for Luis Arise, matching the second longest 0 for skid of his career.
Well, and he's part of the keys to the game today. And the Phillies just need to get a big hit in a big part of the game. And part of that is Arise. He's kind of going through something. And Wheeler kind of limit the foul balls. It's hot out there today, man. So these pitchers need to be super efficient on the mound. That's brought to you by James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding.
Here's Bryson Stott. And the first pitch to the Phillies' third baseman is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. Stott batting .266 on the season, but that doesn't tell the story of what he's doing these days. Here's a swing and a miss. .350 hitter over his last 20 games. He's got the third highest on base percentage since the All-Star break, drawing a lot of walks. Been on base 13 straight games has Stott. The 0-2 pitch swung on, hit foul. Out of play on the third base side. And it lands into a section where there are literally 6 people. And those who ended up getting that foul ball came from a different section. Ran over there, tracked it down. Next pitch misses down and away. 1-2 the count.
It's like a whole different ball game as a fan now for foul balls. You got a chance at every one.
The windup in the 1-2, and that's down low.
Take
2-2 the count. Eight homers, 53 driven in for Stott. The pitch swung on, he fouls it back.
Leahy
stays 2-2.
Leahy's curveball is, to me, probably his best pitch. Now, when I say that, that's against lefties. He will use it very effectively against them. It's a deceptive pitch for some reason. He still gives up contact, but it's weak contact.
The pitch, and that's high.
The batting average against just that pitch is 167, so it's very effective. He doesn't throw it a ton, but he does throw all of his pitches over 13%, mix, match.
3-2 pitch on the way. And a swing and a foul out of play. So that's 5 hitters, 4 of whom have gotten to 3-2 in the count. And if you live like that, you won't last all that long in the game. And Leahy, we mentioned being a converted reliever. He's starting to flirt with some innings limits. 3-2 pitch on the way, and it's swung on and hit the other way, a base hit. Boy, Bryson Stott is locked in right now. And he's got the game's first hit, a 1-out single here in the second. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh.
I just love how Bryson has been extending the at-bats. And so I think early in the year when he was trying to, I don't want to say launch, but he was trying to get off the A swing every time. A lot of quick outs, right? We were talking about how he wasn't seeing enough pitches, and now he's back to where he's seen a ton of pitches, all at-bats.
So now Brandon Marsh in the dreaded double play situation. The pitch is up and away for ball 1. The Phillies hit into 4 of them yesterday.
Dreaded. I feel like you went to sleep last night thinking about the double plays.
1-0 the count. The pitch, swing and a ground ball, hit to second, fielded by Weatherholt, flips to second, 1 on to first. Oh, come on. And it's a double play. Brandon Marsh unable to beat it out. The Phillies will double check. And Cardinals starting to walk off the field. Don Mattingly with his hand up waiting, and they will not challenge. It's another double play. Did I have reason to dread?
Well, now I have dread.
Go to the bottom of the second, no score.
Every small business owner dreams of hitting a home run. For me, that home run was finding Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give him a 10 down. They're good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight. Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Here's Dunn. He just missed this one, hitting it a ton. Will it stay in the park against the wall? It is off the glove, and it's gone. It's gone. Unbelievable. It was in the ballpark, but it bounced off Nady's glove over the fence for a homer, and Dunn says, I'll take it.
August 18th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, August 19th at 6:05.
Way back there. Gone!
Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
On the mound today, the Red Sox Rangers Suarez 4-3 versus Toronto Jose Soriano. He's 9-6. The Red Sox kind of Jekyll and Hyde season this year. Ranger, though, he's just back from injury not too long ago. He hasn't got through the 5th inning yet over the last 3 starts, really watching his pitch count. It's brought to you by Meineke Brakes, Tires, Batteries, and Complete Auto Care by trusted experts at your locally owned and operated Meineke. Meineke doing car care right.
Jordan Walker will lead off for the Cardinals here in the second. There's no score. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The Cardinals went 1-2-3 in the first as Zach Wheeler struck out the side in the first inning for the 4th time in his career in a game, including the postseason, the pitch. And that missed inside. He's done it 3 times now in the regular season, once more back in 2023 for the Phils against the Braves. The pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground to first, knocked by Bohm off to the right as he couldn't field it cleanly, and the throw to first to be late. It was hit sharply, but
that should be an error.
Now basically right at him.
Yeah, I mean, he just absolutely clanked it off the heel of the glove, and got that new glove. But that's a ball that Alec needs to make. He understands that, or that play he needs to make. 100% where Arise was. He was just kind of standing and watching the play a little bit. Couldn't get over there to help him out. That ball kicked quite far over to second base side.
And they score it a single. Really? They put a single up on the scoreboard, but the StatCast says it's a fielding error.
They have both up there on the scoreboard.
First pitch to Church is in for a strike. Yeah, no, it's an error.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully. The right call there. We'll see as the runner goes now. The pitch is taken for a strike, though to second is late. Walker has been their best base stealer. Picks up his 16th of the year. We saw him steal a critical base last night in the game.
You wouldn't think when you look at him that he can steal bases, but I learned back in college working with the track coach, you get there with long strides, and he has some long strides.
0-2. And that's down and in to Church. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The error is the 11th of the year for Bohm. The stretch by Wheeler and the pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line, and that is going to be in for a base hit. Walker will come around and score, and the error costs the Phillies as Church goes in head first at second with a double. And the Cardinals lead it 1-0 as Walker scores easily.
Well, don't miss the fun. After the final out, fans 55 and over are invited to participate in Independence Blue Cross Senior Stroll to Bases after the Phillies host the Astros on Thursday, September 10th at 1:05 p.m. Visit Phillies.com to secure your seats today.
That'll bring up the shortstop Mason Wynn with the runner at second base, and the pitch he takes, and that's inside for ball one, and JT would like to challenge it. He's already gotten one overturned. This is going to be number 2, because that's clearly a strike. Somebody needs to wake up the plate umpire here, folks. It's not even close.
No.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's inside. 1-1 to Win. Batting .245 on the year with 4 homers. 49 runs batted in. The stretch and the 1-1. That one's low. 2 balls and a strike. Wins 7 for 18 over the last 5 games. Had the game-winning hit in last night's game for the Cardinals. 2-1 pitch. That's a strike. And it's 2-2. A single in the 7th inning off the rookie Alex McFarland. Put the Cardinals up 1-0. They would go on to win it 2-0. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and that's low and away. Knocked down by JT. Church staying put at second base. So the first full count for Zach Wheeler to deal with.
I feel like Zach is still trying to lock it in. Even though he had the strikeouts in the first, he's throwing a lot of four-seamers. And typically he'll do that early to kind of show it, lock that pitch in, and then go to the secondaries. Now, the last game, it was the split that was all over the place. He threw 21 of them, only 1 in the strike zone. It's crazy.
His 3-2. And that one's a called third strike. Got him looking. Fastball at 96. And all 4 outs recorded via the strikeout.
Well, sometimes you got to help yourself. If you're not going to get it behind you.
I'll bring up Cesar Prieto. Prieto 0 for 26 at the plate this season. And the pitch, and that's up and in, and that makes him 1 for 32 as a major leaguer last year in this. 1-0, Cardinals lead it, second inning. Wheeler ready, and he'll spin and take a check of the runner, Church. Phillies haven't fared well in day games. The 1-0. And a swing and a ground ball to the right side. To his left to Rise. He'll gobble it up and throw to first. Down to third goes Church, but 2 outs now. And it'll bring up Jose Fermin. Phillies are a game under 500 when playing during the daytime. 19-20. The left fielder batting 8th today, 243 average. And the pitch is a breaking ball that's in for a strike. First pitch sweeper from Wheeler. Oh, 1-1. The stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 for 5 in the series. He's also walked twice. He'll do that. He's got a pretty good eye at the plate. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Left side. Stott reaching. Has it. Spins. Fires low. It's dug out by Bohm. Nice play by Bryson Stott. Get the ball to first in time, and the side is retired. An unearned run after the error started the inning. 1 hit and 1 left. Go to the third. It's 1-0 Cardinals.
It's the bottom.
Stottlemyre still wants somebody. There's Randy Johnson, the big unit. He towers over everybody. Randy's got to change his cap.
Oh, jeez. There you go. That looks better. Get that D-backs hat on, Randy.
Three-two to Vargas. Got him. Fastball at 99. Back-to-back Ks for Miz.
Setting up on the outside corner, and he hit the glove. Perfect pitch by Mizorowski. Excellent command with that fastball.
1-on-1, and he finishes the inning with a strikeout. Miz with 3 Ks. Got him. Blew him away with 99. 5 Ks in the first 2 innings for Mizorowski. And he struck him out. 10 Ks on opening day for Miz.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Is listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network. The Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the operating engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
Phillies games are more fun with family. Bring yours Saturday, September 5th for Giant Family Day, when the Phillies host the Braves at 6:05 p.m. and kids 14 and under receive an ice cream-themed squeeze bottle. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Third inning, 1-0 Cardinals on an unearned run. In the bottom of the second, it'll be the bottom third of the order for the Phillies. We got a hit from Bryson Stott in the second, but Brandon Marsh hit into a double play to end that inning, and JT takes a strike here. It's 0-1.
Speaking of Bryson Stott, that play right there to end the inning was just fantastic from the third base side. He went so far to his left, and then to understand the throw on the flip side as well.
0-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. I don't think you'll find many third basemen in the league that can cover that much ground as what Stott just did.
Right. And Trey, notoriously at shortstop, sits back on a lot of balls. And Bobby kind of has him doing that just to get the hops. And knowing that then, Stott has free reign to go as far as he wants to go.
0-2. And it's very high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kyle Leahy, who grew up in Colorado near Denver, was a big Rockies fan growing up. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. JT down on strikes. Third strikeout for Leahy. He went to a small school in Colorado. Stayed near home to pitch collegiately. Here's Alec Bohm coming up. And the pitch to Alec. He takes, and that's right there for a called strike.
Now, when you pitch out there, whether you grow up in Denver or you pitch collegiately, you spend a lot of time indoors off of fake mounds.
0-1 pitch. And that one is in there for a strike. Went to Colorado Mesa University in Grand Junction, Colorado. That's where he played college baseball. Here's the wide and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, lined up the middle. There's a base hit by Bohm. And Alec aboard with a 1-out single. Here comes Justin Crawford. 7 double plays that the Phillies have hit into in this series. 1 of them on a line, 6 on the ground, including 1 by Crawford.
It's definitely a strength of their team are the 2 guys in the middle. Now, Mason Wynn has the best arm in baseball among infielders for sure. It's an absolute cannon from shortstop.
The pitch to Crawford is in for a strike.
They clocked him this year at 98.4 on one of his throws across the field. Wow. That's unbelievable. Sean Dunston used to do that. Remember Sean Dunston with the Cubs?
Sure.
But he did it on every single throw across the diamond.
The pitch. Crawford swings, grounds it through the left side. That's a base hit. And stopping at second on the play is Baum, and that'll put 2 on for Kyle Schwarber for his second at-bat in this one. They say Kyle Leahy's a bit quiet and shy, a little bit reserved. He grew up, as we said, in Colorado, going to Rockies games. His grandparents had tickets right behind the first base dugout. He said he was always mesmerized. His favorite player was Todd Helton. And because Helton would toss baseballs into the crowd coming off the field after innings. But he said he never got one because he was so quiet and shy, he would never speak up and shout to him and say, hey, throw me a baseball. As time called, as Leahy stepped off. So Kyle Leahy says now when he is throwing a ball into the crowd, he looks for that kid that's maybe not front and center shouting for a souvenir. The pitch Schwarber takes, that's a called strike.
I truly thought you were going to say that when he sees Todd Helton now, he just screams at him as loud as he can.
Well, maybe he does that too.
Give me a ball.
Schwarber struck out his first time. 2 on, 1 out. And the pitch. Schwarber takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Phillies down 1-0 on this overcast day, which I think is at least a little bit of a respite for the players to have the bright sun coming down on this day with the temps in the 90s and a fair bit of humidity. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss.
When I look at Leahy just from a hitter's perspective mentality, to me he has a good pitching body. He's kind of a thicker guy, but not overweight. He's got a big base, lower half. He reminds me a little bit of Roy Halladay. Now, you saw him pitch a lot from this seat up here. I don't know if you think that's a fair assessment. I think Roy was probably a little taller, but kind of that thick frame, not too tall, that sort of a thing. He's a guy that to me can last.
1-2, and that's down and in. He was a starter throughout his time in the minor leagues, but as he got to the big leagues, they just sort of worked him in relief, and the Cardinals kept signing a number of different veteran pitchers under their old general manager, and finally this year they decided to give Leahy a try and take the reins in the rotation. 2-2 pitch taken, and it's a called third strike, and Schwarber would like to challenge it. And again, the Phillies have only 1 left, and they may be out now. As it was a strike. It just barely clipped the top of the strike zone, and the Phillies are out of challenges here in the 3rd inning. And they've been so reserved with using their challenges, maybe even to a fault at times. It's rare for us to be making our way through a game this early when the Phillies are out of challenges. Well, here's Turner. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled away. This is that time you were talking about in your keys to the game, finding somebody to get a big hit at the right time. Phillies were 0 for 7 last night with runners in scoring position. 2 balls and a strike. And Leahy comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a tapper towards first, charging. Burleson gloves it, flips to the pitcher, and it's in time as he beats Turner to first base. And once again, the Phillies fail to score. But, Stock, they didn't hit into a double play. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 1-0 Cards.
What if you could have the most reliable...
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's a good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
To get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it? Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, "Placata."
And every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for me. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York. and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
But low during the Flow Rida post-game concert presented by Jim Beam on Tuesday, August 18th after the Phils take on the Marlins at 6:40. Snag field passes and tickets today at Phillies.com.
Well, don't miss the huddle at Citizens Bank Park on Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35 p.m. when the Phils take on the Cardinals and kids 14 and under. Well, you're going to score a Pico Bryce Harper football jersey. Visit Phillies.com to purchase tickets today.
Well, we'll go to the bottom of the third inning now. It's 1-0 in favor of the Cardinals. And the first pitch is hit in the air by Jimmy Crooks out to left field. Marsh coming in. He's fighting the sun, doesn't see it. Crawford comes and bails him out. Nice job by the rookie Justin Crawford to be waiting in the wings just in case. And Brandon Marsh just totally lost that somewhere on the way down, and thankfully Crawford could make the play.
Yeah, Brandon has glasses on, but the sky is super bright, so the sun's kind of coming and going a little bit. But when it gets super bright like that, it's just incredibly tough.
Yeah, it looks like it's starting to try to break through some of these overcast skies. And here's J.J. Weatherholt, and he squares to bunt and pushes it hard but foul down the third base line. Weatherholt struck out his first time up against Zach Wheeler. One nothing, St. Louis leads it. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a breaking ball down low. Phillies now haven't scored in 13 consecutive innings, dating back to Monday night. The pitch is up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. I told you last night the Phillies had been on a streak where they had scored 4 or more runs in 12 consecutive games. Something they've rarely done. Pitch is up high. And it's a 3-1 count now to Weatherholt. Weatherholt hitless in this series, a product of West Virginia University. There's the windup and the 3-1, and that's outside. It's ball 4. And not real close there either. It looked like Zach just missing badly on the zone all of a sudden. So that'll bring up Ivan Herrera. Who came into this series red hot, DHing a lot, and today playing in his 120th game. 249 hitter with 13 homers. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards short. Turner's got it, feeds Arise on to first, and the Phillies turn one of their own. A double play, and the Cardinals are done in their half of the third. We'll go to the fourth, 1-0 St. Louis.
New Jersey's got a lot.
Dom Canzone will lead off for the Mariners.
Canzone, deep blast. You can't forget about it. Dom Canzone strikes twice on opening night.
Yeah, just an easy 109 exit bill off the bat from Dom Canzone. 93 down and in. Crushes this ball, same spot, right center.
Multi-homer game for Canzone. A 1-run game now at the bottom of the 7th. Let's rely on the home run ball, huh?
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
All fans receive a Wawa Kyle Schwarber bobble figurine on Friday, August 21st when the Phils take the Cardinals at 6:40. Visit Phillies.com for tickets now. The Rav Fourth Inning is presented by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com to get your new 2026 RAV4 today. Toyota, let's go Phils. 1-0. Cardinals lead it as we go to the fourth inning. And with the play-by-play, here's Kevin Stocker.
Thanks, Scott. Well, it'll be Bryce Harper here in the top of the fourth to lead things off. The score is 1-0. St. Louis on top. And they got their run on a double after an error by Alec Bohm. That's been the only run of the game so far. Phillies have 3 hits, 1 hit for the Cardinals. Leahy out of the windup, the first pitch to Harper, and that is a ball. If you're just joining us, the Phillies are out of challenges already. A lost challenge by Harper and one by Schwarber. The 1-0 swing, big swing, fouled straight down. Count goes 1-1.
Well, Bryce Harper now has the most lost challenges in baseball this season by any hitter. As a batter, that is, not counting the catcher challenges, but for those hitters.
Pitch to Bryce, he swing and miss. Count goes 1-2.
He's also got the second most challenges in general overall. He's initiated the second most. Sal Stewart had initiated the most, 42 of them. Harper with his 36th challenge today in the first.
Pitch runs low here. Counts can even up at 2.
And Harper's success rate is under 50% on ABS challenges.
I guess that's not good.
Well,
compared to everybody else, 2-2 pitch here. This ball's hit the other way in the air down the left field line, and it is off the bottom of the wall. That's going to be fair for a double. Harper didn't run, so now he's got to hustle into second base, and he will get in there standing up. I think when he hit it, he thought it was going to float foul, and it stayed right down the baseline and hit right at the base of the wall.
Well, and then even when he started running, he was only jogging at first, and I don't know if this is certainly he saw the idea that it might go foul, but then barely started running, or jogging, if you will. And, he was asked, Don Mattingly was asked about it earlier today on the 2 double play balls, and he said, was he just protecting his knee? He said, yeah, absolutely. If it's, they don't want him overdoing it.
Luis Arraez now from the left side, first pitch swing and ball goes foul. I just wonder, too, we saw Brandon Marsh have some trouble with the ball in the air last half inning, and it's possible he thought it went somewhere over the dugout and had no clue where the ball was. Sky is tough right now. Harper's on second base. Arraez, the pitch, and that's up and out. That's a ball. Count runs 1-1.
Well, the Phillies could really use Luis Arraez to break that 0 for.
0 for 16. Leahy checks Harper at second base. Not a big league by Bryce. Pitch. This ball's hammered down the right field line. Will it stay fair? And it does stay fair. And it bounces into the crowd. So he will have a ground rule double. And Bryce Harper is just now touching the plate. And the score is 1-1. And Arraez finally breaks that 0 for 16 streak. Just short of his record, which was 0 for 19, I think you said?
That's correct.
Yep. Good time to do it.
Well, it's not going to last forever, and Skipper was talking about that today with us, that it's not like this is a guy who's struggling and we're trying to fix things and change things and do anything different with. He's always hit. He's going to hit.
First pitch to Stott. That's in there for a strike.
And there he gets a big hit.
It's funny how everybody's talking about the slump. He's in the slump. And when you think about it in the sense of games, you're talking about 3 games. Only 3 games, not 10. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. This ball's fouled straight back by Bryson Stott. Count runs 0-2. Let's take 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're listening to the Phillies Radio Network. Top of the 4th inning, it's 1-1. Arise is on second base, nobody out. The pitch to Stott, little ground ball towards short. Arise is heading to third, but Wynn does get over there and he fires across. Gets Stott, he gets that lead out. Arise, a little risky running in front of the shortstop there, but he makes it to third base. So Bryson Stott does move that runner to third base with less than 2 out.
Just to close the loop there on Harper, you ask, is that good? Is that bad?
Yes.
Among all baseball players, hitters with 10 or more challenges, Bryce Harper's success rate ranks 70th.
It's not very good then, Scott, compared to everybody else. Infield in now for the Cardinals with Marsh up. First pitch swing and he fouls it off.
And Kyle Schwarber has been the second most active guy up there to challenge. He's just over, in fact, right now he's exactly 50% with his lost challenge. And he entered the day 55th in baseball.
0-1 pitch to Brandon. He fouls that one back. Count runs 0-2 quickly behind.
So you talk about how great JT has been, how successful he has been. Not a lot of challenges, but the best success rate as a catcher. Well, the hitters have been the opposite story. They've not been good.
Runner on third base is Arise, 1 out. Cardinals have the infield in. Leahy's working out of the stretch, and the pitch that runs low to Brandon. I don't know. I suppose, do you think on a team like the Phillies, for example, and we talked a lot about Schwarber and how important he is in his hitting in games that the Phillies win, do you want him challenging more than anybody else? 1-2 pitch. This ball's fouled off down the left field line instead of running out of play. You know, do you want Brandon and Harper, for example, taking those chances more than, let's say, an Alec Bohm? I think I do. 1-2 count here to Brandon Marsh, 1 out. Runner on third, the pitch, and he takes that one for a strike on the outside corner, and I think it was right there. Doesn't really matter because the Phils have no challenges. And that's the second out of the inning here. Fifth strikeout for Leahy. Bring up JT Realmuto. JT was a strikeout victim back in the 3rd inning. Little pull against JT in the infield, little opposite way in the outfield. First pitch swinging, he fouls it back into the crowd. JT came into this game, .222 hitter, has 8 home runs to his name. Didn't play the first game of this series, and Don said he really just wanted him to make sure that he was catching Sanchez and catching Wheeler today. 0-1. Leahy out of the stretch. He rocks and fires. Swing and a miss on a ball up and out of the zone. Quickly 0-2 here. Top of the 4th. 1-1 score. Luis Arise. And an RBI double to second. Moved over to third on Stott's ground ball, so he is there. Tough count here. 0-2. The pitch to JT. The ground ball rolls over at foul. Alec Bohm stands on deck. Had a base hit in his last at-bat. Kyle Leahy stretches. He's right at the chest. He fires. This ball's fouled off again. Again, extending the at-bat. Scott had mentioned the first 4 hitters, or 4 out of 5 hitters, went 3-2 counts, so he's got a lot of pitches to his name. Arise, a little fake down third base. Got to be careful down there. 0-2 pitch. Ooh, he just got a piece of it, and that got a piece of Crooks, the catcher. Stays alive. JT yesterday 0 for 4. Snapped a little 4-game hit streak that he got going. Could really use a big base hit right here, especially with 2 outs. Leahy at 69 pitches. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good slider off the plate. JT couldn't hang off of that one as he got behind in the count, but the Phils do get things knotted up here in the top of the 4th inning. A double by Harper. And
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay.
Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Don't miss the huddle at Citizens Bank Park on Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35 when the Phils play the Cardinals. And kids 14 and under receive a Pico Bryce Harper football jersey. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
Oh, we're at the bottom of the 4th inning. The score is 1-1. The RAV 4th inning brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer. Today, Toyota, let's go Phils. Now it's 1-1 here. JT's just getting out there for Zach Wheeler's last warm-up pitch. Leading up this inning for the Cardinals will be Alec Burleson, the first baseman. In the series now, he's 3 for 8. Struck out back in the 1st inning. Interesting about Burleson, he's one of their main guys here. I was reading a little bit of the notes on him, and I'm like, holy cow, this guy's putting up some numbers this year in some odd places. For example, he's first in Major League Baseball with hits and runners in scoring position. He has 44 hits in that particular position. First pitch to him, that is right down the middle for a strike. He also is first in doubles in Major League Baseball. He's tied for first in 43 hits on pitches out of the strike zone. Next one, fouled off. Well, that one was out of the strike zone, and he didn't get a hit there. Very aggressive hitter, stands very tall in the box. Hands way up by the ear. Really attacks the baseball from the top of the zone. 0-2 count here. Wheeler working out of his windup, and the pitch, that runs inside, and it hit him. And it looks like it was a curveball down and into the back foot and got him right on top. And Burleson just turns and flips his bat right into the ground very hard. He's slowly going down to first base.
Doesn't look too happy.
He got him right, it hit the ground and hit him right in the ankle, the back ankle. I did that today on the step behind me, by the way. I think I've got a nice big bruise on my ankle. I love my seat right here, Scott France.
Did you want to trade?
Oh, no, I'm not complaining.
No, not you.
Stop. Jordan Walker from the right side steps in with a runner on first base. Wheeler now out of the stretch. Hard pull for the infield. Long look at first, the pitch, that runs inside and almost got Walker, backed him off the plate. That was a four-seamer. Rise way up the middle now. He'll have to take the double play throw from anybody, even from first base, Alec Bohm. Straight up in the outfield. Wheeler, long look, rocks and fires. Ball's fouled off way late on that four-seamer. Walker got on base his last at-bat with an error on Alec Bohm. Was able to score. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball right at Trey Turner. Should be two. He flips to second. Arises turn. Can't quite get him. Decent turn. Walker can really move down that line. They do get the lead runner Burleson at second base, so that's one out. But Walker will be the runner first.
And somebody ought to give him a look or do something over there to hold this runner, because the last two times he's gotten on, it's been an almost immediate stolen base. Last night you got the sense that he just sort of ambushed the rookie, if you will, and McFarland was much quicker to the plate after that initial steal.
Nathan Church, the hitter, left-handed hitter, runner not going. First pitch, he hits it off the end of the bat, pop up, but out goes Arise. He's on his horse, calls off Crawford, makes the catch, and Walker, who's gone halfway, will scamper back to first. 2 outs. Mason Wynn, the shortstop today, struck out back in the second inning. 3 for 8 in the series. Had a big hit yesterday. Wheeler, four-seamer usage, 33%. That number's starting to come back a little bit. Picks over to first. After the first 3 innings, he was using that almost 50%. So he's starting to go to some of the secondaries now, and kind of saw that when he hit Burleson as the leadoff hitter with the curveball. 1-1 score, bottom of the fourth. Wheeler's pitch, swing and a miss by Wynn. Wynn, of course, the 2025 Gold Glove winner for the National League. I saw in the National League this year he leads in a ton of categories defensively as well. Outs above average, for example, fielding run value. 0-1 count here. Pitch, another swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and you put the two together, Wynn and Weatherholt, and it's not even close. They do a combined fielding run value metric with the middle infielders, and they just blow away every other team.
0-2 pitch. Misses.
Whatever the metric score is, it's double the next closest 10.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a pitcher on the Cardinals, you got to love that. 1-2 count here to Win. And the pitch, that's a fly ball out to left center. Back goes Marsh. He's going to fight the sun. Looks like he's got it this time. And he puts that one away. It's a good inning there after hitting the first hitter, Alec Burleson, for Wheeler. Able to get out of the inning unscathed as we head to the top.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
But it leaves Gunnar tonight a single and a walk, and it brings up the cleanup man, Tyler O'Neill.
And he absolutely drills it! O'Neill, oh my!
That's what I call absolutely leaning back on one right there. Got to count his favorite 3-1, folks, and he got a heater right down the gut, and I'm talking about put some lumber on that one. 109 off the bat. Tyler O'Neill's 9th long ball of the season, his 20th RBI, and the Orioles strike first in Game 2 of this series.
Kobe crushes one to left field.
How about a Kobe Jack?
That thing landed on the Concord.
Back-to-back moonshots. O'Neal and Mayo, how far can you go?
Mr. Mayo says, anything you can do, T.O., I can too. 106 off the bat, 436 feet.
One-two, PGW, fueling the future.
That's 1-1, top of the fifth inning. Alec Boehm is going to lead off here against the right side. First pitch swinging at a slider, fouls it straight back. Alec had a base hit back in the third inning. Came in at 228 with 13 home runs. They're going to play him pull in the infield, especially up the middle. Weatherholt, the second baseman, way over. Oh, man, that ball came way up and in, so much so that he backed out of the way and his helmet came flying off. Went all the way down. Out comes the umpire, Isonia, and he's going to help him out with it. One thing with Alec, when he gets out of the way, that ball, I mean, that is up at the chin, and there's no business there for Leahy to get up and around the face. Certainly, I don't think he's trying to do that, but don't want to miss up there. Counts 1-1. Leahy out of the windup, and his pitch, that misses off the plate. By the way, it might be junior high band week here because they had another band do the national anthem. Next pitch, ground ball down the third baseline, runs foul. But no flags out there today, so didn't have to worry about that.
Didn't have to worry about the trumpeters.
Didn't have to worry about the trumpeters. You could tell they're junior high because all the bands kind of sound the same. 2-2 pitch. That's a ball outside. Another full count here. Phillies today have had one leadoff hitter get on. That was Harper's double last inning, and he did score. Here's the full count pitch. Foul back. Staying alive. Alec, it's been a while since he's struck out. 37 plate appearances now without a strikeout. See if he can continue that. Leahy's pitch, and that ball's hit softly to right field and will bounce in front of Walker. There's a leadoff base hit for Alec Boehm. He's 2 for 2 today. I'll bring up Justin Crawford hitting 9. He had a base hit as well back in the third. See how the Cardinals are going to play this defensively. Prieto, the third baseman, he's going to come in 3 or 4 steps on the grass. And they're going to be looking for a bunt here. Weatherholt, the second baseman, he's cheating over toward first. Leahy out of his stretch. The pitch, he's not bunting, he's swinging. This ball's hit toward the second baseman. Weatherholt, he kind of peeks at second, but he doesn't throw it. He flips it to first for the out. First pitch swinging right there for Crawford. 1 out. Alec Boehm moves to second base.
Yeah, sometimes it can be difficult. You know, it's got to be almost a perfect bunt to advance a runner like Boehm. And in that case, Weatherholt might have had a chance at getting the lead runner Boehm, but it would have been a really aggressive idea and maybe not a super high percentage play given how far he had to go to his left.
First pitch to Schwarber. He hits a hot shot towards second base. Weatherholt gets it on a knee and throws him out. There's 2 pitches, 2 outs. Does move Alec Boehm to third base. Boy, this crowd is electric, aren't they? Goodness gracious. His pitcher just got 2 outs on 2 pitches and not a peep from the crowd.
Yeah, at the end of every half inning, it's sort of like,
Jiminy Christmas.
It's like nobody's here.
If you want to hear, well, how about if Turner does something here, you'll hear those Philly fans because they're into it. First pitch to Trey, and that's in there for a strike. It's 1-1, top of the fifth. Phillies have 6 hits to the Cardinals 1, but have only managed to get 1 run to this point.
They're 1 for 7 already with runners in scoring position. We're only in the 5th inning.
1 count to Trey. The pitch. This ball's hit in the air. It's high in the air towards the left. Armin's going to come over, and he's fighting the sun, but he's got a bead on it, and he makes the catch. Trey was way out in front of that, and they are now 1 for 8 already with runners in scoring position. We will stay.
So the reason I got to Cooperstown is because I played with Cal, and I played with Eddie, and I played with some of the greatest players ever. And, you know, I just had to figure out how I did my job, and I was honored to have some of the best players that ever played put on uniforms, and they happen to be Oriole uniforms. If there's ever any doubt that I'm 78, all I got to do is look at my old cards, and I know.
Well, we had a special guest on the field before the game today, Pepe the Penguin.
Pepe was a little cranky today.
If you're at the ballpark with your kid, what's most important? You got to get snacks for Junior. This is a rare father-son first base coaching combo.
Well, after Dinger put up a sign that said, "Mrs. Met, call me," Mrs. Met has her response.
That hit my bat. That was a foul ball I want to hit. He was trying to stay in the hit. See, look, he said foul ball, foul ball. He didn't want to go down to first base. He wanted to hit.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Experts close to home. Each office independently owned and operated.
No magic words, no wishing of home. All you need is scratching. Play the Wizard of Oz family of scratch-offs from the PA Lottery with big top prizes. Play today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
One to one here in St. Louis. In the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Cesar Prieto to lead things off. He hits out of the 7 hole. And the first pitch is going to be ball up and in. Grounded out back in the 2nd inning. Still looking for that first hit this year. Pitch by Wheeler. And that runs low. Counts 2-0. There's a hitter's count. Bryson Stott is all the way in, even with the bag at third base. Wheeler rocks and fires, and that ball is taken down the middle for a strike.
Well, maybe it'll still work out for him. You know, Willie Mays started his career 0 for 12 and 1 for 26, and then went on to win the Rookie of the Year and MVPs, and he's 4th on the all-time home run list forever.
2-1. There's a fly ball, and it goes out of play.
We don't want to judge things too quickly with his 0 for 27.
Comparing him to Willie Mays.
I'm just saying, people, you know,
you set the bar kind of high.
You don't want to judge a book by its cover.
Okay, that's fair. That's very true. Well, let's see what he can do here. The count's 2-2. Wheeler's pitch. And there it might be in. It just sneaks over into right field. There's that first hit you're talking about. And he's on his way, Scott Fransky.
Cesar Prieto, as he's jogging to first, running down there, he's got his hands out to his side, kind of looking up to the sky. Thinking, oh my heavens, thank you, finally.
I mean, he shattered his bat. It was off the end of the bat.
It's the best broken bat he's ever had in his life.
It's like that cold beer after mowing the lawn, baby. Well, now the Cardinals have a leadoff hitter in the 5th here on base. Jose Fermin, the hitter from the right side. Good contact guy. First pitch, he takes it all the way down the middle. Already 3 double plays today between the 2 teams. Do I have that right? No, it's 2 between the 2 teams. Pick over to first. Of course, the Phillies have grounded into 7 double plays in the series. See if Wheeler can get one here. 0-1, short lead at first base. Wheeler's pitch, and it runs inside. Counts 1-1. I'm talking a lot about the heat here. It's hot, but it's just there's no air that moves at all, and I I started thinking about what was the hottest game on record. 1988, August 26, Rangers and Blue Jays down in your old neck of the woods in Arlington Stadium. 109 degrees at the start of the game. Pitch. That is right down the middle.
What was that?
Strike.
What year was that?
So this was August 26, 1988. First pitch at 7:39 p.m. at Arlington. A sweltering 109 degrees. And everybody died. 1-2 count. The pitch, and this ball's hit, not hard toward right. In comes Harper, and he gets the catch on the run. Nice play by Bryce. And he looked just fine right there. And a dead sprint makes that catch right around thigh high.
I can tell you, speaking of thigh high, some people that day in Arlington might have had some burn marks on their thighs from those old metal bleachers they had in center field. Because at 109, those things would have been cooking.
I was going to say, can they just put them off limits at some point? The 9-hitter Jimmy Crooks steps in. Runner doesn't go. First pitch is in there for a strike. Well, can you believe the second one on record ever? Rangers, again, hosted the Twins. 1980. That was also 109. Should say it's tied.
I can totally believe it. I mean, I lived it.
0-1, and that's inside for a ball. So then I started thinking about Philadelphia. July 8th through the 10th in 1993. So that literally was my second, third, and fourth day in the big leagues. I just realized that that's the dates, by the way. 1-1 count here to Crooks. The runner doesn't go. Swing and fouls it straight back. 1-2 count. Those 3 days, consecutive days, all 100-degree days in a row. And that was back in the old Vet Stadium when down on the turf they'd put a thermometer and it was 140 degrees down there. And the hottest ever recorded day I found in Philly was 106 degrees. That was over 100 years ago. 1-2 count, 1 out. Pitch, and that bounces. Nice block by JT. It spits out in front. Runner can't advance.
Rangers got a near complete game from Paul Kilgus that day. He finished 1 out shy of a complete game, and they needed to call on Mitch Williams to get the save and get the final out of the game. Back in your old teammates' formative years.
Yeah. 2-2 count to Crooks. The pitch, that's off the plate. Count runs full. Really working Wheeler here. 1-1 score, bottom of the 5th inning. There's 1 out. Runner on first base is Cesar Prieto. He got on with a base hit. That was first base hit of the year. We'll see if the Cardinals decide to put him into motion. Double play depth up the middle for the Phillies. A little opposite way in the outfield. Wheeler set. The runner doesn't go. The pitch fouled straight back, out of play.
Crooks with a fair number of strikeouts. We're not sure what kind of a base runner Prieto is because he hasn't been on base.
Well, if he's anything like Willie Mays, pretty good runner. 3-2 count, 1 out. Crooks from the left side. The pitch, runner not going. This ball's hit in the air toward left field, down the line. Over goes Marsh, and it floats out of play. Bangs around the seats because there's not many people in the seats. Do it again. Wheeler now checks the runner at first base. Pretty short lead. Not going. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him to swing right over the top of that one. Tough at bat there by Crooks, but Wheeler won the battle. 2 outs. That's the 5th strikeout today for Zach Wheeler.
Looks like it's the end of the day, by the way, for Kyle Leahy, as they've been getting Justin Brule, one of their 2 lefties, up in the pen. And we thought it might be about 5 innings, the limit. They're trying to conserve his innings, Kyle Leahy. He doesn't blow past his career highs.
First pitch swinging is J.J. Weatherholt, the leadoff hitter. 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on first base. A 1-1 game. Wheeler, and he fires. That ball runs inside off the plate. Zach now 68 pitches. Giving up a couple of hits. That strikeout, that 5th strikeout on Crooks, was the first one since back in the 2nd inning. Pitch. Ooh, runs inside again. Ball. Well, there's been clouds all around, kind of in and out. Still a very bright sky, but at least there's no rain. 2-1 count. Wheeler's pitch. Ground ball. Bohm can't quite get there. It's going to sneak past a rise through that first base hole on a weakly hit ground ball, but in the perfect spot. And Prieto, who's on first base, he's going to roll around to third. So that's a base hit for Weatherholt, his first one of the series. It was 0 for 9. Excuse me, 0 for 10 before that. Yeah, 0 for 9. Now they have runners on first and third with 2 outs. That ball couldn't have been over 60 miles an hour. And Caleb Cotham is going to come out and slow things down a little bit. Zach Wheeler kind of looking at him like, what are you doing out here? And I'm sure he just wants to give him a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, and, Wheels doesn't look like, those first couple innings were fairly crisp. There was the error that behind him that helped bring home the run. But these last couple of innings, I feel like he's kind of back to fighting his command a little bit. A few more foul balls, which is running the pitch count up again. Phillies finally have the back end of their bullpen back today. Johan Duran was unavailable last night. Orion Kerkering was unavailable last night. Both of those guys have had 2 full days off. They've got Alvarado available. Still not sure about Jonathan Bolden, but might be available. Did have the night off last night.
Well, the Cardinals now threatening. There's 2 outs. Runner on third is Prieto. Weatherholt's over at first, and he can run a little bit. He's got 12 stolen bases this year, so Zach, gotta be careful with him. The hitter is Ivan Herrera, DH today. Right-handed hitter. First pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball inside.
Boy, he's really late on that.
Got that wide stance, super wide and very open. They're going to play him pull in the infield, opposite way in the outfield. Wheeler is going to check the runner at first. Runner's not going. Pitch, and that is a ball up, I guess. They don't have any challenges, but I think Wheeler wanted that call.
Yeah, it was high.
Was it? Okay.
Yep.
One count, 2 outs. Long set by Wheeler. And the pitch, that runs into the dirt. Nice stop by JT. Counts 2-1.
It's amazing how now in this ABS era, we just don't see folks chirping about the strike zone.
Yeah.
I don't hear that anymore.
Is it? You want me to start chirping so it's a little bit more like what you're used to? 2-1. And inside corner just missed off the plate, 3-1.
Well, we've talked about how the Phillies tend to always have one in their back pocket, a challenge remaining in that thing. And maybe if you don't have one, you get to start squawking a little bit if you're not liking the strike zone.
3-1 count, hitters count to Herrera, and the pitch. And that's a slider in there for a strike. Pitching backwards is Zach Wheeler. Count runs full.
He just can't command his fastball the way he wants to right now.
Alec Bohm is still going to hold the runner over there. 3-2, 2 outs. Weatherholt will be on the move. Runner on third base, Prieto. Wheeler out of his stretch. Kicks and delivers, and this ball's ripped towards center field. That's a base hit right at Crawford. That's going to score 1. Around the third base goes Weatherholt. They will hold him there, and the Cardinals jump up here with 2 outs, 2-1. On the RBI base hit by Ivan Herrera.
Well, it's bound to break. You're just living behind in the count so often. And that one out over the plate. Wasn't a terrible pitch, but again, I think he's looking for something out over. And he was right on that at 96 miles an hour. Did he ever turn it around? 105, the exit velocity.
Herrera has, I mean, talk about turning it around, just that pitch. He's actually turned it around and been hot here in August. And so now they got to deal with left-handed hitter Alec Burleson. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. And the pitch by Wheeler, foul ball. Burleson struck out in the first. Was hit by a pitch back in the fourth. Weatherholt on third, Herrera on first. The 0-1 pitch, and that's off the plate for a ball. Well, this is kind of how Zach has been the last couple of outings, just kind of all over and not tight. And a lot of that fastball command at the top of the zone that he had for the last, I mean, how many years? Maybe it's the ABS or whatever, just has not been able to get that ball, that call at the top. 1-1 pitch. This ball's hit out to center. This is going to be trouble for Crawford, and he can't get there as it drops and gets to the wall in right center. That'll score 1 runner, and here comes Herrera from first base. That's another 2 runs across on the double by Burleson. Cardinals are going to jump up now 4-1. That pitch was up in the zone. It looked like a breaking ball. I mean, it literally was letter high, and Burleson hits this just to the left of Crawford, who was playing him opposite way a little bit. And there you go. We talked about Burleson's numbers with runners in scoring position. A team high 338 going into that at bat. Jordan Walker now, right-handed hitter. First pitch swinging, base hit over Stott's head. That's going to get to the wall in left field. Burleson's going to come around to score. And Walker gets another double. Back-to-back doubles for the Cardinals. Scores now 5-1. All this damage getting done with 2 outs.
Well, when Caleb Cotham went to the mound, maybe just to give him a breather, they didn't have anybody going, but now they have no choice. They're getting action started in the bullpen as a left-hander. Brooks Raley is going to get loose. That was the softest of the 4 straight hits at 95 miles an hour.
Nathan Church, center fielder. And the runner on second base and 2 outs. And first pitch swinging against Zach, fouls it straight back. Well, it's now 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That's a 4 spot just put up by the Cardinals. Long inning here for Zach Wheeler at 81 pitches now. Next pitch, this ball's hit foul. Got way in on him. Counts 0-2. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Cardinals entered this inning with 1 hit on the day. Prieto led off the inning with a base hit, got a couple of quick outs, and then 4 consecutive hits. Single, single, double, double. The 0-2 down in the dirt.
Sounds like what Ben Davis orders when he goes to In and Out.
Single, single, double, double. Oh, man. I just like how Ben's like always a little bit late. We get in the car and he's like, hey, by the way, can we stop at, get a burger? Or in your case, 4. 1-2 pitch. This ball's lifted toward right field. Not deep. Harper comes in a couple of steps, and finally there's the 3rd out of the inning, but not before the Cardinals do some serious damage as they put up 4 runs against Zach Wheeler. And the score is sure flip-flop now. It's 5-1, heading to the top.
Here's Austin Riley. Riley deep out to left center. It's at the track, it's at the wall, it's in the seats. 2-run homer, Austin Riley, as he swings the wood hard and pounds one over the left field wall. 3-0 Braves. I thought that was going to go. That went even further than I thought it was going to go.
He crushed it.
He did.
433 feet, almost 107 off the bat. That'll feel good for Austin. Got that single last time, right? And this time, you like the matchup he had there.
You can describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Fiber cement siding is engineered for our climate. It resists cracking in the freezing cold and won't swell in the summer heat. You get the timeless beauty of wood with lasting protection and low maintenance. Your home deserves the #1 brand of siding in North America. Learn more at jameshardy.com. That's jameshardy.com. Finish the summer strong with some weekend baseball when the Phils take on the Cards Friday, August 21st at 6:40, Saturday, August 22nd at 6:05, and Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35. Secure seats today at phillies.com.
A Citizen stats leader, Tampa Bay shortstop Taylor Walls hit his first 2 home runs of the season last night versus the Athletics. He hadn't hit a home run in his last 105 games since July 7th of last year. It only took him 30 minutes to hit 2 this year. Citizens, the official bank of the Phillies.
New pitcher for the Cardinals. They've got a big lead now at 5-1 as we start the 6th inning. Justin Brule, a left-hander, out of the bullpen. He's been pitching really well lately. Faces Bryce Harper, who leads off, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Harper 1 for 2, a double his last time up would later score the pitch. And that's a breaking ball outside. Phillies need some base runners. They're 1 for 8 today with runners in scoring position. And Cardinals are 4 for 8. Here's the 2-0. And that one is inside. It's 3 balls and no strikes. A couple of lefties in this pen. Caleb Ferguson hasn't been able to get an out in this series. And Brule the 3-0. And that's down low, ball 4. Ferguson had faced 8 hitters. I think walked 6 of them.
Yep.
And Brule starts by walking his first hitter. And Luis Ariz will stand in.
5 walks now in this series for Bryce Harper. Just in the month of August so far, he has 17 walks. It's like 1.45 per game.
Ariz, an RBI double in the 4th, ending his offer. And he takes the first pitch inside, and Brule, again, can't throw a strike. And reaches, scrapes his fingers through the dirt, the back of the mound. Brule, a 29-year-old lefty from Petaluma, California. The 1-0 pitch. Ariz takes inside. It's 2-0. Brule, who threw a scoreless inning on Monday night, and the Phillies win. And now Jimmy Crooks is going to get up, and the catcher is going to walk out towards the mound as they're already getting a right-hander up. Gordon Graceffo, the Villanova product, is getting loose. So Ariz snapped his offer at 0 for 16, which matched the second longest of his career. Last night had to be particularly frustrating for Ariz with the 0 for building and getting that chance with the bases loaded, nobody out, hitting the ball hard, but right at the first baseman who started the 3-2-3 double play. 2-0 pitch, and that one is in for a strike.
I love the fact that Ariz takes pitches, man. He's taken a strike all the way. He understands the game that way.
Wynn shades him up the middle. Weatherholt guards the hole at second. The pitch swung on, hit right at Wynn, who fields it on a hop. He'll run to second, throw to first. It's another double play.
What a joke. And I'm not talking about Ariz. He absolutely hit the ball on the nose. Right at Wynn, though. That's unlucky. Crawford did the same thing last night with runners on, right at the right fielder. That's baseball. I get it. It's too bad.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Bryson Stott, with the bases clear and 2 gone. That's now 8 double plays, 7 on the ground that the Phillies have hit into in this series. And the pitch is in for a called strike. Mentioned those left on base numbers for the Phillies this month of August. It's the most they've had in the first 11 games of any month, dating back into the late 2017, I think it was. As the pitch is up and in to Stott. One and one the count, the pitch. Swung on, grounded off the end of the bat, left side. Cut off there at third by Prieto. Will throw to first and get him. And the side's retired. Justin Brule throws 10 pitches. Only 4 of them were strikes, and he's got a 1-2-3.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
It may vary, subject to in-back credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. And 3026.
While everyone is listening to the ball game on the Phillies radio network, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, is hard at work rebuilding our infrastructure. Whether it's transportation, water, or energy projects, ELEC and the Operating Engineers 825 are ready to get to work building our future.
Well, your Chick-fil-A nugget of the game, August 12th. 2016, after presenting Jim Thome with his Wall of Fame plaque before the game, first baseman Ryan Howard pays homage with a 457-foot grand slam in the Phillies' 10-6 win from Colorado.
Well, in 4 previous starts this year following a Phillies loss, Zach Wheeler had gone 3-0. The club was 4-0. And Wheeler, in 24 innings worked, gave up 3 earned runs in those 4 starts. Well, today he gives up 4 earned runs, 5 total. He's done for the day. And Brooks Raley, the veteran lefty, will take over on the mound, delivers a strike to Mason Wynn. 5-1, Cardinals lead it. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's inside, and Phillies need a big comeback, obviously. Otherwise, they're going to come to St. Louis and see Andrew Painter win a game, but lose when Sanchez and Wheeler are on their mound. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count.
Part of me's thinking that's almost a positive note. And that Painter pitched fairly well.
Next pitch is outside. Who are you, Greg Murphy?
Don't you dare do that again. To be so lucky.
Here's the windup, the 2-2, and Win a swing and a miss, struck him out.
I know that sounds weird, right? I guess for me, the part of me that was like, okay, Painter can get going. That's one thing. I still have faith and trust in Sanchez and Wheeler. I do. Like if they go into a little bit of a slump, they're going to get out of it like really fast. No big deal. So then when they do, you be ready, and hopefully Painter's still throwing.
Blaze Jordan is off the bench to pinch hit here for Prieto against the left-handed throwing Raley, and he takes a strike. Prieto started that rally with his first hit of the year. The pitch fouled off. Jordan, who started last night against the lefty Sanchez, .250 hitter with a homer and 22 runs batted in. Here's the windup in Raley's 0-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted to center. Coming on for it is Crawford. Still coming. He will slide and make the catch. Fantastic grab in center by Justin Crawford, coming in, sliding down on his knees, reaching out for that ball to making the grab.
Of course, the team's getting ready to head out tomorrow up to Field of Dreams. That's going to be on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Your Phillies take on the Twins in Dyersville, Iowa, for MLB at Field of Dreams, presented by John Deere, streaming live on Netflix.
First pitch to Jose Fermin is in for a strike. 0-1 the count. The club will spend the night here tonight in St. Louis, depart in the morning for Iowa. 0-1, and that's a strike called. Land in Iowa, they've got different obligations during the day, and then the game at night, and then off to Minneapolis. Here's the windup in the 0-2 pitch. It's outside. Fermin 0 for 2 today with a ground out. He's also flied to right. Here's the pitch from Raley. Check swing, and he did not go around. Count even, 2-2. Looking forward to it?
I've never been there, so kinda. Yeah, I mean, once we're there, it's going to be great. It's just getting there and all that. That's part of it.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Brooks Raley with a 1-2-3 inning. A little help from Justin Crawford along the way. And we'll go to the 7th today.
Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off his head, it looked like. And over the top. A home run.
Hit Canseco in the head. Look at this. Boink. And it's out of here.
Jose, you've hit a lot of home runs, but that shot will live forever.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
The 2-2. In the air to right center field. Buxton on the move to his left. Buxton will dive! And he caught the ball! Buxton caught the ball! Twins win! Twins win! And the Twins win it on a great defensive play by Buxton in right center.
Speechless. And Byron Buxton just didn't stop. He is in a full-out sprint, lays out.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your local Chevy dealers making a big difference in the lives of youth baseball players and their communities through the Chevy Youth Baseball Program. The Phillies salute Lucas Chevrolet in Lumberton for their support of the Northern Burlington Instructional Athletic Association.
At the top of the 7th, your PGW game summary. It's 5-1 Cardinals. Zach Wheeler, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. All of those coming, of course, not all of them, but the 4 runs coming in the 5th. And the Cardinals jumped up big on him right there, so he is out of the game. 6 hits for each team, and to this point, Phillies have some work to do. That's your PGW game summary, fueling the future.
Brian De La Cruz is going to pinch hit here for Brandon Marsh as they send Justin Brule, the left-hander, back out. He fouls the first pitch back and out of play. De La Cruz, who has become somewhat of a forgotten man since the acquisition of Luis Arraez, has shifted things in right field. 0-1, and the pitch swung on, hit in the air, deep but foul, out of play, first base side. It's quickly 0-2. They have the righty Graceffo ready and likely to go to him with Realmuto and Bohm coming up, but they sent the lefty out to face Marsh so the Phillies can make the pitch hit change. Phillies are down 5-1. Brule kicks the pitch, and that's down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The stretch by Brule, and the 1-2. And that is outside. I don't know about you, but it was really weird to be doing a quote-unquote getaway day game and not packing the bag in the hotel this morning.
How great was it?
Yeah.
I was just like, it was so great.
Here's the windup. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air, right center. On the run is Walker towards the gap. He will lay out. What a catch by Jordan Walker. Full out dive, backhand grab. And Jordan Walker steals a hit from De La Cruz. Man, that was a magnificent play out in right center by Walker.
Getting a nice ovation from the people that are here. Terrific catch. Anytime you have to dive going backwards, dynamic play. That was great.
Well, Justin Brule comes in, walks a hitter on 4 pitches, gives up 2 rockets, and ends up with an inning and a third scoreless. Thanks in part to that catch by Walker. We've got a pitching change timeout brought to you by Pennington Grass Seed, official partner of the Phillies grounds crew. It's 5-1 Cardinals, not going the Phils' way today. We're back in a moment on the Phils Radio Network.
Ever tried pork tenderloin on the grill? Yeah, it's a game changer. This summer, surprise everyone at the cookout with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins. Juicy, flavor-packed, and made for the grill. It's the easy way to bring something new to the table. No prep, just great taste every time. From first flip to last bite, Hatfield makes grilling simple. Find recipes and a store near you at Simply Hatfield.
The newfangled idea of the time was night games, and teams thought that the shiny material of satin would reflect the stadium lights better. But satin comes with all kinds of issues. Despite all its drawbacks, this shiny material really does create a show-stopping jersey.
Can get on runs.
Fly ball deep to right field. Forget about that one. It is gone into the second deck. It's his second home run of the game. And the Phillies are on top 4-2. That's 448 into the second deck.
Ryan Howard territory.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that was a loud explosion off the bat of Kyle. That thing wasn't far off of the third deck up there.
Puede ser el dueño de grandes.
Doors are closing.
Right here, Gordon Graceffo is on in relief. Graceffo pitched his college ball at Villanova. Comes into the game, gave up 2 runs a couple of nights ago. Phillies need more than that. They're down 5-1 with 1 out here in the 7th. The pitch. JT swings very late at a pitch up and out of the strike zone. JT has really struggled to begin the month of August, hitting under 200. And today, with 2 strikeouts, is 6 for 33 in the month. The pitch. And that is down and away. He had a little brief run there through the month of July where he looked like he was rounding into shape, but August has been a different story for him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Graceffo kicks and deals, and the pitch swung on, fouled away. Jose Alvarado will be next for the Phillies. He's getting loose. One and 2 the count. The pitch. And it's down and in.
It's another one of those games where, like yesterday, Sanchez, although he pitched really well, you know, hoping that he would go maybe an extra inning for the bullpen. And even today, I know guys are available, but you expect Wheeler to always kind of go deep into a game. How nice would it have been? Except now they're having to dive into the bullpen already. There's still, you know, a lot of this trip left.
The 2-2. Swinging a ground ball to second. Weatherholt waits on it, and he'll throw to first to get Realmuto. He's 0 for 3 today. And that'll bring up Alec Bohm. Yeah, the Phillies last night were hoping to get 1 more inning at least, or at least send him back out for the 7th inning, Christopher Sanchez, but it became clear to the coaches from the body language of Sanchez that he was probably out of gas. And so they decided to go to the bullpen. Here's Bohm. And Graceffo with the pitch. It's down and in, ball one. Phillies haven't had a hit now since Bohm led off the 5th inning with a single. He would advance to third, but no further. The pitch. And that is a strike called. Cardinals have a day off tomorrow. They're on their way to Chicago to take on the Cubs. Graceffo, the 1-1. And that's also a strike at the knees. Grew up in New Jersey, grew up in northern Jersey, more of a Yankee fan, his family. And Graceffo ended up going to Villanova. 5th round pick of the Cardinals in 2021, the pitch. And it's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, the Cardinals are heading out on a long road trip. 10 days, I believe. 10, maybe 11. Yeah, long being games.
2-2 the count and the pitch. And it's down low, bounces away at the plate. Yeah, they got a lot of road games left on their schedule.
They end in Philly, this next one coming up, I believe. Yeah. But I mean, it's like here to Chicago. What is that, like 20 minutes? And then they go Chicago to Cincinnati. You take a bus there. They're not. I'm just
3-2, and it's fouled back and out of play. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Phillies Radio Network. Alec Bohm at the plate, waiting on a 3-2 from Gordon Graceffo. Here it comes. And he swings and grounds it back to the mound. It goes through the legs of Graceffo, fielded by Weatherholt near second, throws to first, and he still got it. 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies offense, and we'll.
Line drive out toward right. Hill's coming in. He dives and he makes the catch. He does it again. Derek Hill.
He is just amazing.
This one's really all about Dean Kramer. 1 over the minimum through 7 innings. He's allowed only 1 run on 1 hit, and he's picked up strikeouts with 4 different pitch types.
Merrill Madness, dead center. Padres take a 3-2 lead. 1 swing of the bat.
His 3rd home run in as many games. And for the first time tonight, the Padres lead.
Looped in the air towards center. Breaking back now in is DeLuca. Dives, and did he catch it? Oh, he did! What a play by Johnny DeLuca. I think that saved a run.
Meckler moves back for it. He's out near the wall, and it is caught! Meckler got it! The Mac strikes again!
You cannot contain the Mac. The bubblegum blowing contest. It was fun. It was at a time when Topps included bubblegum in their base.
Dragon fruit and Sprite are back at Chick-fil-A.
Girl, it's back. We've been waiting. I love that honey pepper pimento sandwich.
And that pineapple dragon fruit and Sprite is everything. It's got that razzle dazzle that makes you stop and say, okay, wait a minute.
I love the creaminess of the pimento cheese. It's savory. It's bold. It's flavorful.
Our faves are back. High five, girl.
Which fan favorite will you choose? Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Catch the Phils when they take on the Marlins Monday, August 17th and Tuesday, August 18th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, August 19th at 6:05.
Way back there. Gone!
Snag tickets now at Phillies.com.
Well, your Independence Blue Cross player spotlight is on left-handed pitcher Brooks Raley. His 2.23 ERA. That ranks 3rd among left-handed National League relievers. It's limiting left-handed hitters to a 188 average, 12 for only 64. Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com.
Jose Alvarado will pitch the bottom of the 7th inning with the Phillies down 5-1. And the pitch on the way to Jimmy Crooks is a strike called. 0-1 the count. 9-1-2 due up in the inning for the Cardinals. One the count. And the pitch. And there's a strike over the outside corner. Alvarado, the second man out of the pen today for the Phillies, following Brooks Raley. The 0-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, weakly hit right side, waiting on it to rise. He's got it. He'll throw out Crooks. And there's one gone. A 5.77 earned run average after giving up 2 runs in 2/3 of an inning in his last outing against Toronto. That was way back on Saturday. They've gotten 3 days of rest. Here's J.J. Weatherholt. Finally picked up his first hit in the series his last time up. And the pitch to him is up high. It was a 2-out single to right in the 5th inning, sending Prieto first to third, put runners on the corners. The pitch, and that's a strike. Good pitch there. Down and away at the knees. A ball and a strike. Alvarado's pitch taken, and he missed up high with it.
I saw the Cardinals didn't waste any time with Weatherholt here. They signed him to a big deal, $112.5 million. Signed him through 2034. Not bad.
The pitch, it's down and away. Three-1. Swing and a miss. Three and two now. Weatherholt took a little walk out of the batter's box. Now he's back in. Alvarado ready with a pitch. Missed badly outside. It's ball 4.
One thing about Weatherholt, and he has struggled in the month of August. Actually, he has 1 hit in this series, but the dude can get on base. He walks a lot. He's been scoring a lot of runs.
That's his 2nd walk today, 3rd of the series. That'll bring up Ivan Herrera. He had the base hit. Goes down as the go-ahead RBI in this one. Breaking a 1-1 tie his last time up. He takes up high, ball 1.
I didn't ask you if you were excited about going to Dyersville.
Well, I've been to Iowa quite a few times. I've done a lot of games in the state of Iowa. Runner is going, huge jump, called strike, no throw by the catcher, no chance for the catcher. And the Cardinals are just stealing bases blind on the Phillies right now. Every time a pitcher falls asleep on the hill, they're taking a base.
And they're not a huge stolen base type team.
Nope. Here's the pitch. Herrera takes down and in. Now, I've never been to Dyersville, Iowa. The whole Field of Dreams setup. I don't miss those days of going to Clinton, Iowa, or Burlington, somewhere like that, to broadcast baseball. 2-1. And there's a strike on the inside part of the plate. And it's 2-2 on Ivan Herrera.
Maybe we can get Murph to produce something where we're all like walking out of the corn as the broadcasters, like a slow motion
Murph's
shot.
He's already storyboarded the whole thing, I bet. 2-2 pitch. And that one just missed. A little bit high again. Do not give him any more ideas, okay? Counts full on Herrera, as it was with Weatherholt. Alvarado is ready. And the lefty's pitch. He missed. It's inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. That'll bring up Alec Burleson. And that's going to prompt another call to the bullpen for the Phillies, which I got to be honest at this point, why don't you just let Alvarado figure something out?
You think? Well, you're not. I mean, you're down 4 runs.
Uh-huh.
You're only. Come on, man. Stay in here. You know, you're like a walk, an error, bloop, blast away. Could that happen? In that order?
It could.
In that order.
Baseball happens.
Yeah.
Need a double play ball here, and the pitch on the way to Burleson is pulled through the right side, a base hit. Weatherholt's going to score. On to third goes Herrera. Throw into second. It's an RBI single for Burleson. 3 RBI day for the Cards first baseman. And it's now 6-1 St. Louis.
Well, now Burleson has 46 hits with runners in scoring position on the year. So that leads baseball. And Walker is going to join him. Right behind him is second in Major League Baseball. These 2 guys, 3 and 4 hitter, do some serious damage, not just for the Cardinals team, but just all across baseball.
Walker had an RBI double last time up. Here comes Caleb Cotham to make a visit to the mound. Chase Sugar is warming up. Well, I mean, I guess there's 2 ways to go about it. You say, well, let's see if Alvy can figure something out here and get us through the 7th inning. The other part of it is, let's get him out of here because might as well just save his bullets for another day.
Yeah. It just depends on who's down in the bullpen that can throw, I guess. I know there's a lot of rest and so forth, but some of the guys, if they're worked as hard as they were, like you said, it's almost like, which way do you go? Let those guys get one more day.
Well, Jordan Walker coming to the plate here. JT will flash the defensive signs. Runners on the corners with 1 out. They'll give Jordan the hole on the right side as Arise plays to pull. He's way up the middle. First pitch on the way, and it's up and away. Not close. Ball 1. This Phillies bullpen since June the 22nd has a .543 earned run average. The pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball foul, third base side. That is not a small sample size. Opposing teams have a .789 OPS against the Phillies pen in that time. And they're averaging almost a homer and a half per 9 innings. The pitch. And that is down and away. Ball 2. Alvarado with the pitch. And that's down and away. Ball 3. He's already walked 2 in the inning. And on the verge of a third. That would load the bases with Church waiting on deck. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jordan Walker, the pitch. He's swinging and he pulls it sharply foul. Third base side. Herrera and third base coach Pop Warner dancing out of the way of that one. Count is full, and Walker takes time. Burleson up to 84 runs batted in, which matches Walker for the club lead. The stretch, and the lefty's 3-2. Walked him. Down and in, ball 4. Bases are loaded, and Don Mattingly is on his way to get Jose Alvarado out of this game. 6-1 Cardinals. Alvarado has given up a run. He'll leave with 3 runners on. And we'll take a timeout. 6-1 ball game. Back in a moment on the Phillies radio network.
Can you hear that? It's the gentle waves meeting the sugar white sand in St. Pete, Clearwater. And if you listen closely,
all your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's rated higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
But 9 homers allowed in those 38 and a third. And he's coming on here with the bases loaded for the Cardinals. 1 out, and Nathan Church will be the man to face him. Six to 1, Cardinals lead. And with only 1 out, Phillies here down big, playing for the double play ball. They're back on the infield. The pitch. Church swings and hits it high in the air, right center field. Long run to the gap by Harper, and he slides and makes the catch. Backhanded grab for Harper on the dead run. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Church. Down to third goes Burleson. Nice catch by Harper. It's a run home for the Cardinals, who now lead it 7-1.
What a play by Bryce. We saw earlier in the game him coming in on a ball to his left, made a nice catch. This one is going back into the gap on the slide. Nice play. It's always about in the outfield tracking the baseball, because when you're on a full run, darn things bouncing around and moving, it's tough to track.
Now Mason Wynn with 2 outs in the inning, runners on the corners, and the pitch is a little bit high, ball 1. Chase Sugart has had 3 days off since his 2-inning performance on Saturday, which he threw 39 pitches. Here's a swing and a miss. He was optioned out after the game, not on the roster Sunday, but called back Monday when the Phillies placed Caleb Killian on the injured list. The pitch. And that's swung on, hit in the air, right field line. Harper going over, appears to have room into foul territory. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. Nice job by Chase Sugart. It's his 2. 1 run scores.
Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Lined into right field. Jack Cuss, they're going to send him. No, they stop him. And Cuss falls down. And he's in a rundown. Aaron Boone.
There's nobody at home plate. And Jack Cuss lost his footing. Nobody was at home. Unbelievable.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Built for life's big and small moments. Pennington Grass Seed. Available at Home Depot.
You'll feel anything but low during the Flow Rida post-game concert presented by Jim Beam on Tuesday, August 18th after the Phils take on the Marlins at 6:40. Snag field passes and tickets today at Phillies.com. Seven to 1 St. Louis. Justin Crawford leads off. Gordon Graceffo remains on the mound for the Cardinals after getting the final 2 outs in the 7th. Delivers a first pitch strike. And it's 0-1. Elsewhere today, the Padres are underway. They are scoreless going to the 2nd inning at home against Milwaukee. Padres looking for a sweep of that series. The pitch swung on, fouled back. And they have been red hot. San Diego now very much a part of this playoff race again. Pulled into a 3-way tie for the 2nd and 3rd wild card spots with their win last night. Oh, and 2 the count. The pitch. And that's up high. The Phillies, of course, own the season series tiebreaker head-to-head with San Diego, having won all 6 meetings of the year between the two clubs. Phillies went 6-0 against San Diego. 1-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt. Take away that 6-0 record, add a loss today if the Phillies don't rally, and the Phillies will be exactly .500 against everybody else in baseball, but 6-0 against San Diego.
Sure. Good thing they beat him up.
2-2. Swing and a fly ball lifted to right. It's shallow, coming on as Walker, and he will make the catch. Didn't have to leave his feet this time. And there's one gone.
Whiz-wit, well, we've got you covered. The first 4,000 fans to purchase a theme night ticket for the Phils Steak Bundle presented by Philly's Best Steak Company will receive a voucher to redeem for an exclusive cheesesteak-themed hat on Friday, September 4th at 6:40 p.m. when the Phils host the Braves. Visit Phillies.com/theme nights to purchase tickets today.
Kyle Schwarber coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. The pitch by Graceffo is in there for a strike. Colorado 4, Arizona 1, bottom of the 3rd inning in Phoenix. The pitch, swing and a ground ball, roll over to second base. Weatherholt has it, flips to first, 2 down. Last time the Phillies were not holding a playoff position in the National League was at the end of the day on June the 3rd. They were a half game behind in the wild card race. But if San Diego and Arizona both win today and the Phillies lose, they would fall out of playoff position for the first time since then. The pitch to Turner is down low for a ball. Trey Turner 0 for 3 today. A couple of at-bats early in the game. But he batted with 2 outs and 2 on in the 3rd inning. Also batted with 2 outs and a man in scoring position in the 5th. There's this one, a swing at a foul, 1-1 the count. Graceffo ready at the letters. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball right center field. Walker is there. He's waiting, and he's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Gordon Graceffo as the Phillies going.
So the museum opens in 1999. Grandpa was just an amazing human being, and we want to share his legacy with the next generation of baseball fans and non-baseball fans alike. I kind of like to have the cards as a reminder, like I can kind of look at his face and see what he looked like that year. It just kind of helps me visualize in my mind what it would have been like to see him play, because I didn't get that chance.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. Who will win? It's the play at the plate. It's Wally. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
640. Visit Phillies.com for tickets now.
Well, you can live out your dream at Phillies Fantasy Camp from January 13th through the 17th at the Carpenter Complex in Clearwater, Florida. Take the field with the Phillies legends. There's a lot of them down there. Charlie Manuel, Larry Boa, Milt Thompson, and more. For a once-in-a-lifetime experience, call 610-520-3400 for more info.
First pitch strike on the way from Chase Sugar to Blaze Jordan. And Jordan takes a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. 7-1 here. St. Louis leads it. Not a good day for the Phils again. The pitch, and that's outside. Zach Wheeler started, went 5 innings. It was a 1-1 game into the bottom of the 5th when the Cardinals erupted for 4 runs. They got 2 more in the 7th on just 1 hit. The pitch, and that's in there for a called third strike. And Sugar strikes out Jordan for the first out here in the 8th. Out of town scores, as always, are brought to you by Oliver Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. 55 years of family-owned service you can trust. Here is Fermin. And Sugar's first pitch to Jose Fermin is in for a strike. Won the count. Pardon me, it's Everson Pereira, and he swings and shoots one into the gap in right center field, and Pereira will be aboard with a base hit. He had replaced Fermin defensively. So he's got a base hit. He homered late in the game yesterday. Here's Jimmy Crooks. Sugar delivers, and the pitch hit him.
Well, I was thinking of Crooks as he walks down to first base. I'm thinking to myself, what if there's got to be other names in baseball that are like Crooks, right? Like J.O., like Steel Walker. It took me a while. Can you think of any? There's a couple. Pitcher, left-hander, starter. Robbie Ray.
Rob,
I get, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's J.J. Weatherholt, and he takes a strike called.
Jalen Ortiz. I'm laughing at my own stuff now, by the way.
I noticed.
That was tough. I thought that was funny.
0-1 the count, and the pitch. And that's up high.
There's not many. Pete Fairbanks.
1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's down low. Time called by Sugar. And he'll toss that ball aside. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch. Down low.
Please don't walk him.
Herrera waits on deck. Sugar with the pitch. And that's in for a strike. 3-2. A stretch by Sugar and the pitch. And that is a called third strike on the inside corner. So they're 2 down now.
So I look down. The home plate umpire, Dan Anasonia, he is sweating so much.
His baby blue shirt is no longer baby blue. Here's Herrera, who walked his last time up. He has got a hit today. He's scored twice. And he takes the first pitch down and away, ball 1. They say 22,565 today. Tickets sold. The next pitch, and that's a strike called on the outside corner. There's no chance they have more than 10,000 here today, right? What do you think?
I don't know. I'd compare it to like a Miami.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a high drive, center field. It's deep. Crawford back to the track, nearing the wall, reaches out, makes the grab. Spinning off the padded wall, Justin Crawford hangs onto the baseball. Long drive by Herrera, but it's out number 3. No runs in the inning on 1 hit. 2 were left by the Cardinals. Will go to the 9th. It's 7-1 St. Louis.
This one some carry to the track, to the wall. It is gone! Kalen Culpepper, his first major league hit is a home run.
I mean, I can't hold back the smile I got right now.
He literally had every single one of his pitches working. The 2-seam fastball was explosive.
7 scoreless, 8 Ks, and did not allow a base runner after the 2nd inning.
Corbin Carroll all the way to the wall, and he's got it! Wow, what a catch! Oh my goodness, what a catch by Corbin Carroll! That might be the catch of the year in 26. It's on its way! It's gone! Holy Waldschmidt! Ryan Waldschmidt wins it! What a ball game. Tolley screams. It is 14 strikeouts.
Fabulous tonight. There are not enough adjectives to describe his dominance.
The Red Sox are absolutely en fuego.
Don't miss the huddle at Citizens Bank Park on Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35 when the Phillies play the Cardinals. And kids 14 and under receive a Pico Bryce Harper football jersey. Grab tickets today at Phillies.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Philadelphia Phillies. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Phillies.
Who would want to do that?
Well, it's a legal ID. We don't want to get sent to jail.
We're going to the 9th inning, and Bryce Harper will lead off against the new pitcher for the Cardinals, 24-year-old righty Luis Gastelum. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. Big changeup from Gastelum. We saw it firsthand the other night. He was crisp. Inning and a third, no hits, no runs, and 3 strikeouts. It's 7-1 here. Cardinals lead. The next pitch fouled back. Harper looked a little uncomfortable after that swing. And maybe the knee barking. Dan Iasonia, the plate umpire, comes over. Stands in front of Harper, has something to say to him. Harper's clearly in some discomfort.
See if he decides to swing. He might just take. We've seen him do that before.
Down to the count, 0-2. And the pitch. Takes. It's down in the dirt.
He's clearly not getting on that back leg now. He's just kind of standing in there.
One and 2 the count. And the pitch. It's outside.
Well, he has the knee brace on his back leg. So that's the leg that he gets into that squat. That's his timing. He gets way back on that back leg. And he's not going back nearly as far as he normally does now.
The pitch. And that's outside. Gastelum came into the game the other night with an ERA over 8 in his 12 appearances. He shaved that down to 7.36 with his inning and a third scoreless the other night. The pitch. And that's outside, ball 4. So 0-2. The hitter not swinging at all, and he misses on 4 straight. And it's a leadoff walk to begin the 9th. We'll bring up Luis Arraez, who was driven in the only run of the day for the Phillies. The pitch. Arraez takes and looks at a strike. Why not just run for him?
Well, I was thinking the same thing. I'm a little surprised they're not running for him.
0-1 the count. The pitch swung on, hit in the air, center field, pretty well hit. Church turns, going back. He's under it, and he makes the catch. They play shallow against Arraez, so you got to go back and get it every now and then, and he was able to do that. 1 away. Luis 1 for 4 today with an RBI double in the 4th inning. Got to bring up Bryson Stott, who's 1 for 3. He's extended his on-base streak with that single back in the 2nd inning. 0-1, or first pitch on the way, and it's fouled out of play, and the count 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a bouncer foul, first base side. The Phillies went into Monday's game running on fumes in their bullpen. They had essentially 1 reliever, maybe 2 if they had a lead, which it turned out they did. They were able to somehow win that opening game. But last night, no offense in a 2-0 loss. Similar story today. Swing and a miss by Stott as he strikes out. And there are 2 down. That'll bring up Brian De La Cruz. The pitch. Fouled at the plate. De La Cruz, line 1 as a pinch hitter to right center field. He was robbed of a hit on a great diving catch in right center by Jordan Walker. Gastelum is ready. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2 the count. Phillies will fall to 64 and 58. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. The ball game's over. Scoreless ninth inning for Luis Gastelum, and the Cardinals win the series. It was Andrew Painter's night on Monday, but it's all Cardinals since, as they beat the Phillies today 7-1 in the rubber game of the 3-game set, as the Phillies now head to the Field of Dreams, and they're going to be left dreaming for some better times, because this was not it.
Well said. Dreaming of some runs. They've been able to muster 1 run in the last 2 games, and offensively just not there today. The pitchers have been good for the Cardinals, don't get me wrong, but when I mean good, they're just challenging the guys. I mean, the Phillies are just not getting the at-bats that they need. And Zach Wheeler today, don't know what happened. Again, the command is just not quite there right now, especially at the top of the zone. It's a tough one. This is a tough series. At this point, for me, I'm saying let's run out of St. Louis.
Phillies fall 7-1 the final, and we're back.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century, and certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Philadelphia Insurance Companies, proud partner of the Phillies and the new sponsor of the Philadelphia Insurance Club at Citizens Bank Park.
Finish the summer strong with some weekend baseball when the Phils take on the Cards. Friday, August 21st at 6:40, Saturday, August 22nd at 6:05, and Sunday, August 23rd at 1:35. Secure seats today at Phillies.com.
Mickey Morandini here for Visit Delco. When you're ready to get outside and feel the sunshine, there's no better place for that than Delco, where there is literally something for everyone. There's more than 200 miles of tracks and trails, world-class gardens, farmers markets, free music festivals, and authentic downtowns where you can shop, eat, and hang out and cheer on the fields with hundreds of your closest friends. They say Delco's a lot, and they're right. Plan your visit today at visitdelco.com. That's visitdelco.com.
The life of a Philly sports fan is a wild ride. Sometimes we triumph. Sometimes we trust.
You're out! Oh!
What never changes year after year is how we get to the game. Shoulder to shoulder with our fellow fans on SEPTA. Riding to and from the game is a breeze, and paying your fare has never been easier now that SEPTA accepts contactless payment. And don't forget, fans under 12 ride free with an adult. Plan your trip to the game at SEPTA.org. Doors are closing.
For more than 30 years, NovaCare Rehabilitation has been the Delaware Valley's hometown leader in physical therapy, hand therapy, and sports medicine. As the preferred provider of physical therapy to the Phillies, NovaCare is proud to be part of the healing journey of so many Phillies fans. Their clinical experts will partner with you to reach your goals. With over 150 convenient locations in Greater Philadelphia and South Jersey, schedule an appointment today at NovaCare.com without a doctor's referral. NovaCare, the power of physical therapy.
Catch the Phils when they take on the Marlins, Monday, August 17th and Tuesday, August 18th, both at 6:40, and Wednesday, August 19th at 6:05.
Way back there. Gone!
Snag tickets now at Phillies.com. Walker will come around and score.
So he will have a ground rule double. And Bryce Harper is just now touching the plate, and the score is 1-1. Well, that's a base hit right at Crawford. That's going to score a run. It gets to the wall in right center. That'll score one runner, and here comes Herrera from first base. That's another 2 runs across, and Walker gets another double. Back-to-back doubles for the Cardinals.
Somebody needs to wake up the plate umpire here, folks. Weatherholt's going to score. On to third goes Herrera. Throw into second. It's an RBI single for Burleson. Catch by Harper. It's a run home for the Cardinals, who now lead it 7-1. Did I have reason to dread?
Well, now I have dread.
Those are the sounds of the game as the Phillies fall to the Cardinals today 7-1. Here are the totals for the Phillies. 1 run, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 men left on base. Phillies go 1 for 8 today with runners in scoring position, and they are 1 for 15 over the last 2 games with runners in scoring position. For St. Louis, it was 7 runs on 8 hits, no errors, 7 left. Kyle Leahy, the winning pitcher, he's 9-4. Zach Wheeler takes the loss. He falls to 10-4 on the season. No save of the game. It took 2 hours and 30 minutes to play in front of a crowd of 22,565, many of whom left before they even got here. The Phillies fall to 58 on the year, and technically do not own playoff position in the National League at the moment. Of course, they started the day tied with both the Diamondbacks and the Padres, but for the scoreboard watchers, both of the playoff contenders are behind in their games midway through here this afternoon. So we'll see what happens once the Phillies reconvene tomorrow in Dyersville, Iowa, as the third installment of the Major League Baseball Field of Dreams game takes place. And that'll come your way on Thursday night at 7:30. Our pregame show begins at 6:55, we believe, on the Phillies radio network. Hope you'll stick around for the postgame show. Now, is Greg Murphy standing by with a recap on the ballgame, audio highlights, scores, analysis, and much more. 7-1 the final for our engineer on this Wednesday in St. Louis, Dodi Rallman. For Vanna Hanamirian, engineering back in our studios. And for Kevin Stocker, I'm Scott Fransky saying thanks for listening, and stay tuned. The postgame show is next here on the Phillies Radio Network.
And it's wrong! Gone for Harper!
You've been listening to Phillies Baseball on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Swing and a miss, he got him!
Phillies Baseball is brought to you by Citizens, official bank of the Phillies. Nemours Children's Health, the official children's hospital of the Philadelphia Phillies. Hatfield, the official port provider of the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. PGW, fueling the future. James Hardy. Hardy Siding is America's #1 brand of siding. Temple Health and Fox Chase Cancer Center, official partners of the Phillies. Yingling, we brew beer for everyone's taste. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, leader in nonprofit insurance and proud sponsor of the Runs for Charities program. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Philadelphia Phillies. NovaCare Rehabilitation, experience the power of physical therapy. The Scorebet, proud partner of the Phillies. Xfinity, get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for the next 5 years. And same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. The Pennsylvania Lottery. SEPTA. SEPTA brings us all together. Visit St. Pete Clearwater. America's favorite beaches are the official Florida beaches of the Phillies. And Independence Blue Cross, the #1 health insurer in the region. Learn more at IBX.com.
Grand slam for Kyle Schwarber!
Stay tuned as our coverage continues. Greg Murphy